Hey everyone, future editing Reenie here. I realized as I was editing this, I keep referring to these as binder clips. They're not binder clips, they're loose leaf binder rings. It's Friday, brain doesn't want to work. Additionally, the pokey tool I use, I believe is called a paper piercer. I think that's the term for it. I think I referenced that, but just in case, at least I'll offer you that for clarification. So now that we got that out of the way, let's roll on to the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Reenie and this is the Enchanted Planner. Okay, I figured it out, guys. It took me a bit. Thanks Deb for the reminder, because I had been rolling it around and I bought some of the supplies, but then I had to make things work. So I'll tell you what we're looking at. I've complained several times. These books are great, but it drives me crazy that we cannot flip. This is just really not working for me. Now, what I did is I made them flippable by using a binder clip. Look at the magic, people. Look at the magic. The tricky part is regular hole punches are not long enough. I even measured it from, hang on a second here, the edge to where we need to go. Even a long reach hole punch is not going to work. I looked. This is what the holdup was. Is I was trying to find a long reach punch. The long reach punches that I've been able to find, they're only 2 inches, which won't line up to where we need it. That was based on sort of me looking on Amazon. Then I realized from my scrapbooking days, I have a tap and die set. So I pulled out the tap and die set. If I can get the lid off of it. This thing is like ancient. So this is what we were using way back in the day. And I mean, you still use it to set eyelets, like make holes in paper to put eyelets in and whatnot. The problem is I couldn't get these to go through the thickness on the front, not without completely terrorizing my tenant downstairs. Then I came up with a plan, and I'm going to share that plan with you. So let's start by taking all of these off of the post. Okay. There's a hole back here, so we don't really have to worry too terribly much about that one. What we need to do is worry about the front. So I just simply take, because there's a rub mark from where the edge of the post is anyways, I just take a simple sticker sheet, line it up with the edge, and then I'm just going to grab my pen and sort of make a general area that I need that thing to go, and the center being right about there. Then I pulled out ye pokey tool. That's what I'm calling this, ye pokey tool. And I'm going to, this is what I found worked. So if you have anything that is sharp, you're just gonna sort of make a hole that's large enough around that size, because the binder clip is gonna have to go through it. Now here is the problem. I ordered an assortment, literally these guys came in an envelope, hence they ended up in a Ziploc bag. I ordered the assortment pack. I'll leave a link below, and if I can find any kind of a tap and die set that's not like brutally expensive on Amazon, I'll see if I can find you guys a link. I played around with several because my preference would have been the smaller binder clips. The problem with the smaller binder clips is when we look at the width of that, you're not going to be able to flip them. Even this one was a stretch. So I went up a size and we went to this one. This also means, by the way, I have figured out that because we're not restricted to the length of the post, you can probably put more sticker sheets in these guys. So you're going to get more bang for your buck. So we're just going to feed the binder clip through our newly made hole. And then we're just going to grab all the sticker sheets and start threading them on like so. Some of these sheets are pretty beat up. This I'm going to have to see if I can get one of those, you know, we used to put them on paper in our binders years ago when we, the hole punch wasn't there anymore. And then we're just going to close up our binder clip, and away we go, except for my loose sheet. Except for my poor loose sheet. I can actually, you know what, I can probably merge these guys, I don't know about that, with the other sheet. But that, in short, just made it so our lovely DIY sticker books are now flippable. and so much easier to use. But like I said, the binder clip size that works the best I have found is, these are 1 inch. You can go bigger if you really wanted to, and then you could really bulk these guys up. At that point though, my suggestion would be you'd have to cut probably the front off, like go down the seam, because even at this widest point, there's only so many sticker sheets you're going to be able to get in there. Like I have more in here than they said you could put in here because I was like, no, I'm going to get as many books on these things as I can. And I did. But, you know, with that in mind, like if you go too much bigger on the binder clip and put too much in here, you're probably going to have to separate the front page from the back, just so you have the room within this section, which is really what this restriction would be. But like even stretching it, like, I mean, it may not close all the way, but you probably get quite a bit on here. But that would be my suggestion, guys, is if you can get a hold of what I call ye pokey tool and thread a binder clip through it, you're golden. So now that I have figured this out, I will be creating a whole bunch more of these, because I've got about, I don't know, 6 more of these, I guess, that I bought with the intention of splitting up some of the sticker books. Because, oh, you know what? I also have 2 or 3 more on the go. Hang on a second here. Let me thread this, because what I will also do is, let's do one more together. And we're going to do my bullet points one. So let's do this one together so we can go through the process one more time. Ooh, this guy is full. Like I can't even get, I can't even get under it to undo it. Hold on. Had some technical issues here. There we go. There we go. This guy is really full. I took every full sheet of bullet points I could find and put it on this baby. So let's pull out the post. No patience. No patience. Then we're just going to flip it around. And we are going to find the center of that circle. Make sure everything's straight. And we just want to create a little gauge, really. And then let's get the old pokey tool. Yeah, this kit was great when we got it years ago, because we used it for setting eyelets. We did some paper piecing, like paper piercing with it. I think we used this for quilling at one point. I can't remember. It's been about 15 years or so since I did any kind of scrapbooking. So I still have tons of supplies. I just can never seem to get back to it. Okay, so now we're going to, hopefully that is big enough. It is. We're just going to thread our binder clip through, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start at the back, and I'm going to thread them all back onto the binder clip, and away we go. Let's get the binder clip closed up. There we go. See how easy and simple that is? And now, oh, I might have to go with a bigger binder clip on this one, because I have more in this book. But even at that, right, like that's not so bad, because I can still flip and turn the pages over, and I don't have to fight with turning them this way anymore. So this one's really full. So there you go, you guys. We just made, well, I made 2 with you, and I made 1 on my own beforehand to see if it worked. Like I said, I started out with, I was looking for a long reach punch. Then when I found them and found that they only went 2 inches, I'm like, well, that's not going to work, because I need like 2 1/4 or 2 1/2 inches to get to it. And then I thought, eyelet setter. But this was so thick I couldn't get the eyelet bigger thingy, this thing, the tap and die, to get into it. So I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. I really am. You know what also might work that I was thinking of, but you'd have to sort of go at it this way, is, no, that might not work too, because I don't think they're, like, they got the belt tool. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it looks like it's got a spoke on it, and you can go in and poke holes in a belt if you need to. But I don't think it will probably open enough to get there, but it's worth a shot. If you've got one in the house, I don't see what harm there is in trying it. And worst case scenario, just find something sharp, stick a hole in it, and you're good to go. Yeah, and let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you plan on giving it a whirl, making these far more functional than they currently were, or if you have any other ideas that might work for a punch. Like I said, the pokey tool worked really well. I mean, it's a little disruptive, but you know what? These get beat up. They're in and out so often. They're just on the go constantly, these things, so I'm not too worried about it. That's a wrap, you guys. That would conclude today's DIY. Thank you, Deb, for the poke and the reminder to get my butt on it, because I was, like I said in the comment, I was trying to rack my brain for content ideas for Monday, Tuesday next week, and here we are. So this will be Tuesday's tips, possibly. Maybe. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Of course, if you haven't chimed in before with a comment, I highly encourage that as well. And if you're a regular commenter, let's roll. Let's chat, people. I think that's about it. Yeah, that would be it. Trying to rack my brain because, you know, it's brain fog day. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. You guys are awesome. I'll see you next time. Ciao.